Hello and welcome to Froggity Frog Crochet and this stitch guide on how to crochet the lemon stitch. The lemon stitch is a big bold statement stitch that just looks absolutely fantastic and show-stopping. For this stitch you're going to need a foundation chain in multiples of 5 plus 1 plus 2 for your turning chain. In the fourth chain from your hook you're going to make a half double crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 into there, and then you're going to make a half double crochet in each stitch across. So my turning chain at the beginning is counting as the first half double crochet of this row. And we just continue that, all half double crochets all the way across. Okay, and half double crochet in the last stitch. And that's row 1. Row 2 we're going to turn and chain 1, and this is the row where we're going to start making our lemons. So in the first stitch you're going to make a treble turning chain. I'm just going to stack my stitches, so I've now got treble height. Just pop a stitch marker in there for the first stitch, and then we're going to make a treble in each of the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, and 3 trebles. So next I'm going to start making the lemon, and we're going to be making them across these 3 stitches, so you can be inserting your hook so it comes out between your turning chain and your first treble. I'm going to make it across all of these 3 stitches. So yarn over, go into that space, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you want to pull it up really high. It's going to feel like it's not supposed to be done that way, but it is. Then yarn over and do the same again. So we're going to do this 5 times. That's 3, 4, and 5. So you have really long loops on your hook. I'd actually pull them up higher than this if possible. Okay, so before we pull through the loops I'm going to move to the next stitch. So this is the stitch where our last treble was in. I'm going to go into the next stitch here, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now we're going to pull through all those trebles, and that just makes sure that they lie flat. So you see I've got my loop, so it's now pulling these 3 inwards, so I should have pulled these loops up higher, but I'll try again the next one. It does take a little bit of practice to get these loops up high enough. And now in your next stitch we need to make a chain 3, and we do this by going into the loop, pull up a loop, so you've got 2 loops on your hook, but we're going to ignore this second loop. Okay, and then we're going to make a chain 3 with a front loop only, and then once we made the chain 3, slip stitch through that second loop. So you have a nice chain 3 right there. Okay, and now we're going to repeat. So in the next 3 stitches make a treble. 1, 2, and 3. There's our trebles. And now we're going to make another lemon. Let's see if we can get these loops higher. Okay, so between the chain 3 and your first treble, you go in that gap there, pull up a loop and pull it high as you can. Then yarn over, back in, pull up another loop as high as you can, and we do that 5 times. 3, 4 and 5. So that's the stitch where we made our last treble. In the next stitch, insert your hook, pull up a loop and pull through all the loops on your hook. That's a little bit better. It does take practice to get these loops nice and loose. And then in the next stitch we make that chain 3. Remember, we ignore that second loop and just make a chain 3 with that front loop, and then we make the chain 3, slip stitch through that second loop, and you're going to repeat that all the way across the row. And so okay, so our next, we start the repeat again, so make a treble in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. And then working between the first treble and that chain 3, you're going to make that lemon again. Pull up some nice big loops. Remember, you're pulling these up to treble height, so they are going to need to be very long. And go in there, pull up a loop 5 times. Now all those loops on your hook, into the next stitch, insert your hook, pull up a loop, and then pull through all those loops on your hook. Now we have 1 stitch left, okay, which is the turning chain from the row below. So my last stitch, we're going, instead of making the chain 3, you're going to make a treble, and that's just to finish the row off. And there's the lemons. Takes a bit of practice, but it's a great stitch and it's well worth the effort. Okay, so now we want to turn, chain 1, and we want to make a half double crochet in the first stitch, and then we're going to make a half double in each stitch across. So into each of the top of the trebles, 2, 3, into the top of the chain 3, and then we half double crochet in the space between the chain 3 and the lemon here, and then repeat, half double crochet into each of the top of the treble stitches, and 3, and then into the top of the chain 3, and then we make a half double crochet between the chain 3 and the lemon stitch, and then you repeat that all the way until the end of the row. So your stitch count remains the same for every single row. And then half double crochet in the last stitch. And for the rest of the lemon stitch you repeat rows 2 and 3. And that is your stitch guide on how to crochet the lemon stitch. I hope you have fun with this stitch, and I would love to see what you make from it. Come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribbit and Stitch. The link is beneath this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more crochet stitch guides and crochet patterns and crochet tips to help you explore the world of crochet. Thank you for joining us, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.